So welcome to this session of the AFM. The session is named as How to Pass AFM Paper. My name is Luqman Rafiq. A lot of you people already know me, but for those who don't actually know me, I have been in teaching profession for more than 13 years now, and I've been teaching different papers for the ACCA qualification. Some of the core papers that I teach is the SBR, AFM, and the APM paper. I'll let you know what my agenda for today's session is. The major agenda for today's session is that I want to actually discuss with you people what the AFM paper is all about and how you can actually pass the AFM paper in the first attempt when you attempt the paper. I can understand that people amongst you today, some of you might have attempted AFM in December. Some of you might have been planning to attempt in March, and some of you would be planning to attempt in June. So I would actually guide you people all about what exactly is this AFM all about, how you can go about passing the AFM paper, and then I'm going to take questions from you one by one. I repeat, I'm going to take questions from you one by one, and you can easily ask whatever questions that you have, and I'll be happy to answer. So before we start off, let me just take you people through what this AFM is all about, and then you can ask whatever questions that you have. Okay, guys, so the first thing is, okay, um, so let me just guide you people, the AFM, Advanced Financial Management. So when we talk about the Advanced Financial Management paper, one thing that I want you people to understand is that how is the paper examined? What are the syllabus areas, what are the core areas of the syllabus, and how you can pass through this examination. You would know this thing that AFM has got four major areas. Those four major areas are, one of them is advanced investment appraisal. The other one of them is mergers and acquisitions. The third one of them is restructuring. And the fourth one of them is treasury and risk management. Now, if I talk about these four areas, I'm going to give you a bit of an idea that what I believe is the examination weightage of all this, and plus what you can do to study these areas. So like when we talk about the advanced investment appraisal, some of the core areas that are examined in this is, one of them is the adjusted present value. Another one of them is free cash flows. Third one of them is the international investment appraisal. And the fourth area is an option pricing model, which is termed as Black-Scholes option pricing model. So that's one thing. Now, similarly, if I talk about the concept of this mergers and acquisitions, so what are the things that are there with respect to mergers and acquisitions? So there are different type of valuation techniques, including the asset-based, income-based, cash flow-based, plus some of the strategic aspects of the mergers and acquisition. And those strategic aspects of the mergers and acquisitions would actually include what? Would include how to finance, would include the regulatory approval, and would include the other things, the other aspects which are the other aspects which include that whether we should acquire or whether we should not acquire. Then we talk about the restructuring. So there are different type of techniques, but what I would suggest is that one of the most examinable topic is financial reconstruction. In addition to the financial reconstruction, another topic that is regularly examined is the portfolio reconstruction. Lastly, when we talk about the risk management, so the major area is the currency risk management. and the interest rate risk management. But amongst this currency and the interest rate risk management, you have got the futures, you have got the options, you have got the swaps. Now, so again, all of this constitutes approximately 85% of the syllabus. All of this constitutes around 85% of the syllabus. Now, I'm going to guide you people that how as a student of ACCA, you can ace your AFM examination and what are the things that you should do as a student in order to actually be successful at the AFM examination. Now you would know how many of you have attempted the AFM examination earlier. How many of you have attempted the AFM examination earlier? Okay, I can see one, I can see another one, two. Okay, who else? Three. Okay, three people. Four. Uh-huh. I can see four people who have attempted the AFM. Five. I can see five now. Okay, four. Zen is the same. Okay, four people. Okay, so four of you have actually attempted the AFM examination. Now, let me just take you people through that what exactly is that you need in order to pass the AFM examination. You know this thing that ever since ACCA has brought about changes to the qualification. Now this AFM paper, it is 80% marks that are for your technical skills and 20% marks are actually the professional marks. I repeat, 80% marks are for the technical skills and 20% marks are for the professionals. And when we talk about this professional skills, the professional skills include four elements. What are those four elements? One of them is communication. The other one of them is analysis and evaluation. The third one of them is skepticism. And the fourth one of them is commercial acumen. Now, let me just guide you people through that. What are these things? So when you are attempting the AFM examination, one thing that you have to keep in mind is that 80% marks are for the technical skills and 20 marks are for the professional skills. Now, and I personally think that these professional skills marks are actually the marks that the ACC has given to you in a plate. If you deal with them in a proper manner, you would be able to get these marks. And I believe that every student could easily score 15 to 16 marks out of it. Now, what exactly is this professional skill marks? Let me just give you a bit of a guidance about it. And then I'm going to talk about the technical skills. So if I talk about the professional skill marks, one of the area is the communication skills. And when we talk about the communication skills, so like the report formats, the presentation of your reports, the language that you use to explain, this is all something that demonstrates your communication skill. And as a student, you actually get good marks on the basis of these things. So if you could just work on presenting your answers in a proper manner, you could easily fetch 3-4 marks from this communication skills. Then you have got analysis and evaluation skills. So if you could just see, the analysis skill is like computing the ratios, computing the numbers. So this is analysis. And then what happens is that commenting on them is the evaluation. So like if you calculate one number, you are able to, let's say, calculate different ratio, you are going to interpret those trends. So that's demonstration of your analysis and the evaluation skills. Then we talk about skepticism. Skepticism is basically critical attitude, questioning attitude. So like maybe possible, for example, you're preparing an investment appraisal scenario and there is an assumption that the sales are going to grow by 8% and then 10% and so on and so forth. So if you are questioning that growth, if you're questioning that thing to be unrealistic or to be very optimistic and things like that, so you are demonstrating the technique of skepticism. And lastly, you've got commercial acumen. Commercial acumen is having a business sense. If you are being presented with two decisions, three decisions, justify opting for a decision and then justifying that why you are opting for that decision, it's actually going to demonstrate your commercial acumen. Now, I believe with the introduction of these 20 marks, ACCA has actually given make things much easier for you people to actually able to pass. So now when ACCA is giving this 20 marks for the professional skills, you can easily score 70-80% of these marks. 70-80% of these marks means 14 to 15 to 16 marks is what you can easily score by just focusing on some of the key areas, key aspects. Obviously, you cannot get these marks till the time you practice more and more and more, but still you can get these marks. I repeat, you can still get these marks if you become a bit focused, if you actually focus more on the on getting these marks, you will be able to get them. Now, so for those of you who are actually planning to prepare for AFM, let me just guide you that how you can pass the AFM paper. First of all, AFM requires you brought forward knowledge for the financial management. So when we talk about the financial management, we had the investment appraisal technique at the financial management level, and that technique is actually replicated at the advanced investment appraisal level. The second thing is that we do study the valuation at the financial management level, and that valuation is on to mergers and acquisition. Then we talk about the sources of finance, and we talk about the cost of capital. This is translated into restructuring. This is translated into the restructuring and reorganization. And then lastly, what do we have? We have got one final thing, and that one final thing is basically the risk management. At the FM level, you only have got basic risk management. Means like you have got the basic risk management that includes what? That includes your money market hedge, forward market hedge, and forward rate agreement. Here you have got the advanced risk management level. Now, from the examination perspective, a significant portion of the theoretical or the discursive portion is examined. I repeat, significant theoretical portion or the discursive portion is examined. And I believe majority of the students, they fail the AFM examination, not because they don't know how to calculate, but because they don't know how to comment, but because they don't know how to actually discuss the theoretical aspects of the paper. That is the major reason that the students fail. So if you want to pass the AFM examination, so passing the AFM examination would not just require you to actually do the computational aspect, but the theoretical aspect is also important. I repeat, the theoretical aspect is also important. You should be able to do the theoretical aspect also. That's also important area for passing the FM examination, AFM examination. Now, for those of you who are actually um, looking for this thing that how should we prepare, so I've told you that basically these are the core areas. You don't have to go here and there. Just focus on 7, 8, 10 topics and just focus on them and just prepare for them, and you will inshallah be able to pass this AFM paper. Now, very important thing is that AFM scenarios are a bit long. Like question 1 is quite a long scenario. And ideally speaking, what you should do as a student is that you should try to, I repeat, as a student, what you should do is that you should try to make sure that you practice on the ACCA CB practice platform. The mistake that many students they do is that they practice on the Excel. That's okay, but practice on the uh, ACCA CB practice platform, because when you practice on the CB practice platform, that is going to give you much better experience of handling the scenario, reading the question properly, opening the different extracts, importing the content from there. That's a better approach rather than going through the Excel and the spreadsheet. You get my point? Now, So before I go on to take your questions, one thing that I would like to tell you people is that I do offer the AFM course. And for those of you who would like to study with me for the March, we charge a fee of $100. For the June, I'm going to be launching a live course and I'm going to be charging $125 fee. I will inshallah be going for live. It's going to be live plus recorded. It's going to be a blended course. For the March, it is a recorded course. And if you are a reset student, so you could just subscribe for this March course for $75. If you are a reset student, if you have failed, no matter you have studied with me or you have studied with somebody else. Those who have studied with me can just extend the session for a very nominal fee, but those who have not studied with me, all that you have to pay is $75 and you'll be able to get access to it. Now, so for the June, I'll be doing the live sessions. Inshallah, I'll be starting off by the end of this week and I'll be conducting the live sessions for the June. For March, it's recorded. And for those students who wish to attempt in March, they can attend my live classes for the June session also. So, and if you want to get in touch with our team, you can get in touch with them at this number, which is 92345 828-7222. You can get in touch with our team and our team is actually going to guide you people a lot. So for the time being, I'm actually going to now this is what I had to discuss. And what I'm actually going to do with you people is that I'm going to open the floor. You can ask as many questions as you have and I'll be happy to answer. So this is the number of Scriber Academy. And if you want to get in touch with me, my number is +92-331 2366161. So, okay, I've got few questions. Okay, Azhar Mahmood, your question is that from where can we get the ACCA platform? So ACCA platform, I'm just going to guide you that where you can get the ACCA platform. No worries about it. Just give me a minute. I'll guide you. It's okay. I mean, a lot of people have not attempted the ACCA papers earlier, so it's new thing for them. So just go to accaglobal.com. When you go to accaglobal.com, what you could do is that you could go down, click on this past examination papers. It's going to open up. Click on this ACCA qualification. Click on the relevant paper, AFM, let's say. And when you would click onto the AFM paper, you would see that this is CB practice question platform. See this? Click on this. So when you would click on this, it would actually say that what do you want to do? Maybe if you log into the practice platform, the ACCA, what they're gonna do is that they have got uploaded questions over there. So you would log into the ACCA practice platform using your ACCA student ID and the password. Like you would log into my ACCA and from there you can just go about it. So this is how you can access it. Okay, I'm just going to ask questions to you people one by one. I'm starting from the alphabet Z. Zen is unable to actually listen to me because probably he has got, he's not joined with the audio. So I've got Wazid Chaudhry. Wazid, how are you doing? And how are your preparations? Because I know that you have enrolled with me for the for this course. So just want to know that how is your preparation going along?
Hello, sir, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Wazid.
Yeah, I just want to start by just saying about one of my achievement. Today I got a result of my last exam that I sat for as SBL, Strategic Business Leader.
Mm-hmm.
Inshallah, I passed the exam in the first attempt.
Mashallah,
So,
mashallah, mashallah.
from tomorrow, just after 2 days, just after taking 2 days rest, I will start AFM as I
Mm-hmm.
already enrolled in the Scriber Academy with your courses. So
Mm-hmm.
I will be going each step by step towards all the by just listening to all your recorded videos regarding
Mm-hmm.
courses in the AFM,
Hmm.
and that's all.
Lovely. Great. Glad to hear this, and all the best with your preparation. With
Thank
so okay, Waliul Hasnan. Hope all well your end. What paper did you attend this session?
Triple A.
Okay, so mashallah, you passed triple A.
Alhamdulillah. I was
Uh,
not hoping that I will pass, but
no, no,
Alhamdulillah, I got succeed.
no. You, mashallah, have got a very good understanding, because I could remember the time when you did the SBR paper. I could see that you have got a good understanding. So when you've got a good understanding of IFRS, it becomes quite easy for you to actually do the AAA paper, because 50% of AAA is IFRS based, right? So you do get an advantage over this, even though you might think that I'm not that much confident, but when you've got the IFRS knowledge at the back, that actually helps you a lot. So congratulations, mashallah. So you're now planning for AFM.
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
But because I was not thinking that I will pass, so I was repeating my triple A material. Now I am thinking that if I am able to do that AFM in the remaining time, because I haven't even go through the syllabus.
You remember you asked the same question for the SBR,
Yeah, I remember.
and you mashallah managed to pass. So you will be able to do it. I mean, I can say for you, you will inshallah be able to do it. And SBR was a lengthy syllabus. AFM is a short syllabus.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, Taurat, any questions that you have, Taurat? You can just type out also, in case if you people don't like to unmute. That's okay. I'm going to answer them. Okay, Zen, we missed out you because you were actually not joining with the audio. So do you have any question you can ask, or you can just type out also, whatever that suits you.
Yes, sir. Sir, I just my paper I get just fail from 2 marks, which is very minimum for, and I'm not clear what caused the reason for the failure. I'm very confused for how to do. I have practice in ACCA platform, but didn't get what to do right now for to pass that paper.
Okay, what about your theoretical knowledge? How good is that? Yeah, how good is your theoretical knowledge then? It is good. Okay. Um, because you see, majority of the people, when they end up failing, the major reason is theoretical. It's not the computational element. So was there any specific question you were not able to attempt?
Um, I it was the third question. I was panicking, and there was a time that I couldn't manage my paper on time.
Mhm. Okay, you see, what
This was
happens
the
is that I guide you something. Generally speaking, what happens is that when you attempt a paper, let's say if you've got a question number 1 of 50 mark, out of that 50 mark, you only know 30 marks. You know 30 marks well. The rest 20 marks you don't know well. So when we know 30 marks well, we attempt 30 mark good. I mean, like, we spend a good quality time on that 30 marks, and that's good. You should spend. Now, when it comes to the remaining 20 marks, out of that 20 marks, 10 are those marks which you know 50-50. And the remaining 10, you just do the guesswork. Now, the problem that actually arises is that rather than moving forward, skipping those 10 marks and just doing the wild guesses, we actually spend time on that. Even if you spend 10-15 minutes on that, that means you have wasted 10-15 minutes for 1 mark, 2 mark, because you are hardly going to get any mark from that 10 marks, because you don't know that. You get my point? So time management is very
yes, sir.
important. Very important, time management, right? um, so I think that you should focus on this, the time management thing. And if you focus on the time management things, you'll be able to get through inshallah very well. So just focus on the time management thing. Just try to realize this thing, that this should not have happened, because you see, out of the whole 100-mark paper, 20 mark are for professionals. So leave that aside now. Now come to the remaining 80 marks. Question number 1, 40 marks are technical, 10 marks are professional. Question number 2, 20 marks are technical, 5 marks are professional. Question 3, 20 mark technical, 5 mark professional. Now see, what happens is that means you only attempted 60% marks in the total paper. You get my point? Because what
Yes,
actually
sir.
happened was that 40 mark for question 1, 20 mark for question 2. The remaining 20 mark were available in question 3 and you could not reach that question 3. So what have you done? You have spent a lot of time on those areas which you might even not know the answer. You get my point? You know this thing, that
Yes,
even
sir.
the out of 40 technical mark, 25 would be the technical mark that you would know for sure shot. 15 mark would be guesswork, right? So
Yes, sir.
try to manage it, because you see it happens. I always tell students 80-80 rule. What is 80-80 rule? Attempt 80% paper and you will attempt it 80% correctly. So you will still get 64 marks. So here what you need to do is that you already have 80 technical marks to handle. And if you attempt 80% marked out of that 80 technical marks, so that means you're already on to 64. And if you attempt those 64% of the paper marks, let's say even if you attempt that 70% correctly, so what actually happens is that 64 into 70%, 44, 45 marks you can get from the technical knowledge. And then what you could do is that you could then get some 10 marks, 15 marks from the professional thing. So my suggestion to you is going to be that develop the habit of moving on, because you see in the examination, you need to know where to apply the brake. You see, you get my point. You need to know where
Yes,
to
sir.
apply the brake, which is going to be the area which you will be just doing the guesswork. You don't know anything about it. You'll just be doing the guesswork. So when you are going to be just doing the guesswork, skip that area, right? And save
Okay,
your
sir.
time. I think that's what you should do,
Thank you, sir.
right? Okay. Taurat, if you don't have any question, that's okay. Rizwanul Haq, you have any questions, you can type out also.
I don't
Other,
know.
yeah,
Sorry,
Taurat.
Mr. Luqman,
Yes, yes.
right, when you were talking to me, I just received an international call, but I honestly don't have any question for AFM. I'm just excited to do it. It's my first
Oh,
time.
okay, lovely. And believe me, it's one of those papers that I think ACCA should have made mandatory. It's a must-do paper for every finance professional. It gives you a lot of
Just
insight. It
looking
gives
at
you a
the
lot of things.
topics is exciting me. So inshallah, I will do this paper with you.
Inshallah, inshallah. Okay, lovely. So I have got next, I've got Rizwanul Haq. Rizwan, do you have any questions? Seems like no. Muhammad Anwar Hussain, do you have any questions? Okay. Lucky Muka, how are you? Okay, Keisha, no worries. Thank you. Inshallah, you will be able to pass this time. Just work on your weaknesses. Okay, Rizwan, you are a CA background student. Okay, have you got 9 exemptions or have you got 7 exemptions? How many have you got?
7 exemptions, sir, and past 2 remaining.
Okay, so just do F7 and F9 this attempt. Na?
Yes, sir, last attempt.
So just do F, no, but did you do F7, F9 or what?
Yes, no, I did both of them.
So you passed, mashallah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have sufficient time? If you have got sufficient time, then what I would suggest is that I mean, like you can go for 3 combinations. Either you can go for AFM and AAA, or you could go for SBR and AAA, or you could go for AFM and AAA. I mean, like sorry, SBR and AFM. You can have 3 options, because the reason being, as a CEO student, I'm sure you would have also studied the advanced audit, although you might not have been able to pass, but you would have studied advanced audit, right?
Yes, sir, I attempted but couldn't
Mhm.
pass. Then that's why I moved to ACCA to pass
Okay.
it.
I get it. Now you can have three things. You can do SBR AFM. I mean, do two papers because for you just have to do exam practice. That's it. The best combination I think is going to be you do SBR and AAA. Don't do AFM right now. Do AFM in the next session, next attempt. I mean, like AFM plus SBL. That's what you could do in the next attempt. Right now, why am I saying SBR AAA? Because you have already studied reporting a lot and you've already studied audit. So AAA paper is 50% SBR. So you'll be doing SBR plus you'll be doing AAA. So that's 1.5 paper that you would be preparing, right? So you can do it.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah. Other no, they do not contain. AFM does not contain as the SBR area. Yeah, Wazid Chaudhary, I'm just waiting for one of my commitments to get finalized. I am expecting it to get finalized by in a day or two. So like Wednesday, I'll be able to share my schedule for the AFM live batch. Okay, Kamila, do as many past paper questions as possible. Work on your weaknesses. You probably know what your weaknesses are. If you would like to enroll with us, you can enroll for $75. That's a discounted fee for all of them, for all the students who have been unable to pass for the March session. Plus, do practice those areas which you are weak at. Okay, Antonio, do you have any questions? Okay, Mariam, do you have any questions? No, Rizwan, I would not suggest you to go for 3 papers. Yeah, Mariam or
No,
Antin. Yeah, okay, please go ahead.
no, I don't. Maybe I wanted to ask, do you also teach triple A or it's someone else?
Yes, I do also teach AAA.
Oh,
I teach AAA. And also one thing that I want to tell every one of you that in case if any one of you has got any financial issues, just get in touch with us. We will be happy to help you people because there could be 2, 3 things. One of them is either you could not afford or at times you are struggling to pay it right now and you'll be able to pay it later on. So we do accommodate students with this. So don't worry and just get in touch with us and we will be happy to help you people. So the objective is that everyone should study and whatever that you have, just get in touch with us. We will help you out. So I'm actually giving you the numbers of both myself and the Scrubber Academy. You can get in touch with me. You can get in touch with the Scrubber Academy. It's always good to, I mean, like message the Academy also because at times when I am actually busy with the classes, so you might not get response on time, so the Academy can respond you immediately.
okay,
Antonio,
thank you.
yeah, thank you, Mariam. Thank you. Okay, Antonio, if the June examinations classes, I mean, you can enroll for the June right now if you want for the recorded batch, but I am intending to give live session for June and inshallah, hopefully I will be starting this week, inshallah. Then right now I don't have any plan um, for the crash course, but if you want, we can actually, I mean, like we do have a product, which is a crash course product, like which has got just exam specific topics. So if we want, we can give you recorded batch, but we are not offering a specific crash course for AFM right now. Okay, Antonio, is it possible to do SBR and AFM? Okay. Are you a full-time student, Antonio? Okay, no. Yeah, sorry, I misread it. Yes, you can do it for June. That's okay, not for March. You can attend live classes for both SBR and AFM for June. Okay, have I missed out anyone? Is everyone okay? Okay, yes, thank you, Wazid Chaudhary, for asking this question. A lot of you people would have studied financial management a lot of long time back. So for you people, I'm just telling you that what I have done is when I have the AFM course recorded, I have actually given you access to the financial management lectures also. So you could just go through the financial management lectures that are available, and that is free of cost to you people. So like every relevant topic, financial management lectures are also made available to you. You can study them and then you could jump onto the AFM content. Our time for classes is going to be evening. It's around 9 p.m. Pakistan time onwards. Okay, Rizwanullah, if you have not studied BFD, you can do it for June, but don't do it for March. Do it for June, don't do it for March. Wazid, I conduct 2 classes a week because it's going to be over a period of 4 months. Okay. So good enough, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for attending the session. I hope that you people had a good session and that your queries were answered. So I look forward to seeing you. It's not necessary that you study with me. You can study with whomsoever you want to study with. It says that you can always get in touch and ask your queries and attend the session and whatsoever. So thank you very much. Thank you for your time. See you again, inshallah. Thank you.